Hello, sorry. Hello everyone, it's India and today I'm here with Sian.
Hi.
Today we're going to be filming a get ready with us Q&A chatty vibe video. I haven't seen Sian in so long.
I know, it's been like
2 years.
It has.
That's a long time. Last saw you in LA actually, right?
Yes.
2019.
Yeah.
We went to Sugarfish.
Oh my god, I was literally speaking about that like last week with my friend.
That was so good.
It's honestly some of the best sushi I've ever had in my entire life.
But I asked you guys on Instagram to send in your questions. We're just gonna answer them. So first question we have is, how did you guys meet? Okay, I think this is a good question.
How did we meet? I can't remember.
Did I DM you, or I think one of us
slid into the DMs?
Slid into the DMs. I really cannot remember who, but one of us DM'd each other and we were like, hey, like, let's get lunch. And then we got sticks and sushi.
Oh my god, I remember that.
I remember, like, I was 14, I think.
I remember you being very young. Even seeing you come through the door just then, I was like, who is this off-duty model woman walking in here? What the hell is going on?
We love that. I was like really young. I was like 14. I think I also reached out to you because you did modeling and I liked that and I wanted to ask questions about that. I was like looking at maybe signing into the same agency as you. So we were just talking about modeling and stuff. I actually have a bunch of questions here that I got about modeling that I thought this would actually be really good because seeing as I'm still very like beginner, wanting to like now get into this industry, and I feel like since you've been in it for
too long,
such a long time,
nearly 10 years this year.
Yeah, like how old are you now and how long?
I'm turning 24 in March.
That's crazy.
Which is like scary. I mean, I was scouted when I was 14, so yeah, 10 years.
Oh, I got one question that I thought would be good because I want to ask you this too. What's like one of the scariest or like worst modeling experiences that you've had?
So when I was really young and it was my full-time job, I used to do runway and it was London Fashion Week, and I won't say the brand, but this brand wanted us to do the fitting really early in the morning, and it was like just after another show, so it was like no breaks in between, and I hadn't eaten yet. I was so tired. I thought I'd be the only one, but I got there and like loads of models were the same. They were like exhausted, and one of the girls fainted. And I was like, oh my god, I was panicking. I was like so young at the time, like panicking. And I could just see them like dropping around me where they were so tired. And I was like, I'm gonna be next. And just that fear of being a teenager, like you're so exhausted. Everyone around you is just like dropping like flies. It just made me feel so anxious that I was so nervous. So it's not really like a horror story. It was just not a nice environment. Yeah, it wasn't fun at all. I didn't enjoy it.
How old were you?
Like 16 or 17.
Don't they have like rules for like young models or like...
Well, yeah, you can't do Fashion Week until you're 16, so it was one of my first.
I want to do Fashion Week so bad. Although I've heard that the money is more in like commercial, not runway.
Yeah, it's more just for getting out there, like you really don't get paid much.
I heard it's more for like status, to be able to say that you've walked for like a certain brand.
Yeah, I definitely didn't walk for many because I'm not a runway model. I'm definitely more commercial, but it was an experience. So you can actually watch it on YouTube still because they filmed it.
Really?
Yeah, my first one, following me around.
No way.
For the first one, yeah. And I'm like in my school uniform for some of the clips.
Really?
That's so weird to look at.
So did you grow up in London?
Yeah, like Notting Hill Gate.
Advice for going to castings, how do you stand out from the crowd? Obviously there's plenty of other pretty girls there, like...
Yeah, there's hundreds. Have you done a casting yet?
I haven't really done many, no.
I don't think you need to. Like, if you've got a bit of a following online, then you don't really go to casting, so that'll work in your favour.
What did you do when you started?
Oh my god, I would literally do like 12 castings a day. Like literally your whole life is castings as a model. But to be honest, there's not really much you can do to stand out. They know exactly what they want from that casting.
True.
They already know what they're looking for. So I would just say, maybe keep that in mind and not be disheartened if you don't get a yes to every single one.
I heard personality is a huge like thing because they want to work with someone to be fun and like, yeah, not like annoying and high maintenance diva.
Yeah, just be easygoing.
Have you like been around girls like that on set?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
It's the same with like Instagram and stuff though. Even at events.
That's true. I've been to some events where people have been like really rude, especially in LA.
Oh yeah, I haven't done events in LA and I can imagine.
Oh my goodness, no, the influences that. Even when you go out to dinner and you see like famous influencers, like the way they act is insane.
Really? LA is like another world, I feel like.
That is LA. That's what I really love about New York, is that the first time I went there was actually in July, like in the summer, and I fell in love with the city. Like, I think it was because everyone's so much nicer than they are in LA, and when I tell that to people, they get really confused because they're like, yeah, but New York people are so rude and they're so like fast-paced and like busy. Actually, I think it's the same way in London. I used to say people in London are a lot more rude, but actually they're a lot more real. That's the only difference. They're just honest. Yeah. It's not that they're more rude, it's just they're not fake. And that's what it is in LA. They are just as rude. They're just nice to your face.
I was quite confused when you said that just then, because I was like, New Yorkers are not nice, but I think they're just more real.
Yeah, no, that's 1000% it. What's your advice for being confident? I feel like that's a really hard question to answer because it's hard. So vague.
I think confidence comes with age as well.
That's really true. Although I think I was really confident when I was like 14, like a little too confident. And then I completely got humbled when I moved to LA.
100%. I think you get humbled wherever you go. When you're like 19, 20.
Yeah.
You're just like, ugh.
Or when you just start talking to boys that treat you bad.
Well, we don't allow that.
We don't, but that's a very humbling experience too.
That is a very humbling experience.
Especially when they look the way they do. I think it's just fake it till you make it.
Oh, it reminds me of that TikTok. What do you do when you're now feeling confident? You fake it?
You fake it? Yeah.
Yeah. This question is hard.
But it's not the type of thing where you can give the person advice like do this, do this, do this. Like it's not a step-by-step thing. Nothing we say realistically are gonna be able to say right now is gonna like change that. It's more of just like you realizing that, I know it's like kind of sucks to hear this, but there's always gonna be someone like prettier, smarter. Like it's kind of that's kind of
just accept it. What great advice to make someone feel more confident. I get what you mean though, as in like there's no point trying to compare yourself to other people.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I think I just worded that awfully.
This mascara is so good, by the way.
The Maybelline one. Is it waterproof?
They have a waterproof version.
I need waterproof mascaras because that's the only ones that work on my eyelashes. Because my eyelashes, they just go straight. It's the Japanese in me. They just...
Do you have Japanese in you?
Yes!
No way!
My grandma's fully Japanese. My dad's half.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
How did you find that? Oh, obviously your dad's Japanese.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I went and visited them in the summer. Actually, my grandma's super old.
Did you?
Yeah.
Do they live in Japan or no?
No, they live in Texas. My dad takes care of them, which is really nice. But my grandma's really old now. She like doesn't remember like any, like it's really sad. She'll ask me who I am like 5 times a day.
Oh really?
Yeah, but she remembers things from her childhood when she was really young, which is really nice. So I'll talk to her and I'll ask her all about that and like what the stories about from her childhood when she lived in Japan.
I just ordered one of those 23andMe things to see where I'm from.
Oh really? When do your results come?
I think next week. That'll be interesting.
That's exciting. Wait, what are you? What do you know you are?
I'm half English, half St. Lucian.
Ah. What is the worst date you've been on? Do you have a bad date story?
I do. I don't think I can say it because I think they'll probably see it.
Oh really?
What's yours? What was yours?
My worst date story? To be honest, my ex never took me on dates, so I really don't know if I have any.
No.
I had to like beg to be taken out like to a nice like dinner, like just us two. Like,
oh, that's not good, you know.
I know, it's okay. I'm gonna start upping my standards.
You know, yeah, you know. So
now I know what not to look for. Because I think when I was young, I was just so accepting to all this treatment that guys were giving me that want that good treatment, just because I was like, oh, I'm like chill. Oh, like it's fine. Like we can just like do anything. Yeah, I always just wanted to be super easygoing, which is fine. Like you should still be able to be easygoing, but like if they're never taking you out to a nice place, or if they're never like showing you off, or like never doing anything nice for you, it's kind of a red flag.
Yeah.
What are the 3 items every beginner needs in their makeup bag?
Ooh.
3 items I couldn't live without. Obviously mascara. Then it would probably be maybe something for my eyebrows. Like a brow pencil. So my eyebrows and my eyelashes are sorted, and then maybe like a bronzer.
Is that your top 3?
Yeah, either a bronzer or the Shantakai is, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh my god, I've heard great things about that.
I have used this religiously since I was like 13.
I would say mine, concealer, 100%. I wear that every day. Brow gel and lip balm. I can't go anywhere without like a tinted lip oil. Those would be my top 3, I think, to have in your makeup.
Do you have the Dior one? Because I've heard really good things about that.
Yeah, it's run out. That's how much I love it.
No way. I really want to try that.
It's really, really good.
Because they went like viral on TikTok.
Yeah.
Do you use TikTok?
Okay, so I honestly am obsessed with it. Like I watch it all the time. I just don't upload anything on it.
No, I have a really bad obsession with TikTok. I remember one time I was like jet lagged, so I was just on it constantly. I ended up spending like I think 9 hours on TikTok one day.
Stop.
No, I'm not kidding. It was really bad.
I've probably done the same. Like you just sit and scroll for so long, and then you've spent the whole day on it.
I spent
You've done it again.
12 hours on TikTok, 9 hours on Instagram.
That's crazy.
5 hours on Snapchat.
Wait, let me see.
I have 4 hours on notes. I use my notes app so much. My notes app is my diary.
Have you got like your deep thoughts in there?
Yeah, no, seriously, my notes app, I write everything down. Like, if a guy wanted to look through my phone, I would be fine with them looking at my like iMessage or my DMs or my Snapchats, but not the notes app. Like, we have pros and con lists on that. Like, absolutely not the notes app.
So I go to therapy, and one of the things that my therapist always says is like, now go in your notes and write down how you feel about them. So there's some like,
that's what I do.
Honestly, if some of the people were to write what I think about them, they'd be like, God. Wow. Okay, my screen time was 6 hours.
Just overall?
Just overall, yeah.
That's so good.
No, it's not. 6 hours is awful.
It's much better than mine. Today I've only spent 3 hours on my phone.
Mine was 2. It is our job, so kind of.
Oh my god, on Monday I spent almost 10 hours on my phone.
What was you doing on there?
Ooh, any holiday plans for this year? Do you have any like travel plans coming up?
Yeah, I always do my holidays really last minute, so I don't know anything yet except for Coachella because of the tickets.
I really want to go to Coachella so bad. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really have, I'm like always traveling. Okay, I'm definitely going to try and go to New York. Hopefully going to move there. Welcome to New York. It's the way I fully welcome to New York.
I miss New York. I love it there so much.
I love it. Oh my god, if I get an apartment, would you want to come and stay with me?
Oh my god, I would love to come and stay with you.
That would be so much fun.
You know what I really want to do in New York is Gay Pride.
Really?
It's meant to be
when is
so
it?
fun. It's in the summer, but I saw one of my friends go with her boyfriend once and it just looked so fun.
Oh, I wanted to go to Japan so badly. Like, I actually wanted to go for my 18th birthday, but clearly that didn't happen because of COVID. And so every year I'm like, oh, I want to go to Japan, but it really depends on the COVID status, so...
Yeah, it's really hard to plan anything. And no one likes UK people in their country when COVID gets bad.
Yeah, that's true.
We're like the first to be banned from different countries, which is not nice. I feel like I should turn the lights on in the kitchen.
Ooh, that looks good actually. Love that.
Is that the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer?
Yeah, I love this. They just sent me a whole new package.
I only use this on my eyes, I never use it on my face.
I use it on both. I use it on my nose, my eyes, I use this everything.
Charlotte Tilbury girls.
Good. I love Charlotte Tilbury. I use every single one of their sticks. I use the blush, the bronzer, the contour, and the highlighter.
I need to try the blush. It's meant to be really good.
You need to. Do you want to try this right now, or have you already done your looks? Yeah, try it.
It's
So that's the one Madison Beer raves about.
Oh my god, I want to try it.
Yeah, it went viral on TikTok. What are your best ways to stay motivated in times where you're just really like not motivated? For me, because I feel like I've been a lot more motivated this year than I have
been very motivated with like your fitness and stuff.
My fitness, you see, I post me at the gym literally. I'm like so annoying.
It motivates me to like get the fuck up.
Me knowing I'm gonna end up posting it is my own motivation. And it's so lame. When I see the numbers on the thing, I'm like, okay, I could just do a little bit more, then I can like flex on everyone that I'm better.
I'm gonna start doing that because I get so lazy.
No, seriously, probably really annoying, but people don't realize that that's what literally, like, though it's good because I get a bunch of DMs saying like, oh, this has motivated me to get up and do that too.
It genuinely does. Sometimes I see that you've gone to gym and I haven't, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll go to the gym.
Do you have a gym in your place?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
So there's no excuse for me to not go.
Yeah, there really isn't. Yeah, because I think the one thing that motivates me to go to the gym actually, on days when I'm not, is it's just like I force myself. Once I'm there, it's great. I feel like it would actually be less motivating if it was on my doorstep. Because I feel like it's always there.
Because I'm always like, I can go tomorrow, or I can go in the evening. Like it's like steps away. It's fine.
So the fact that I pay for like a membership, like do you have to pay for a whole other membership, or does it just come in with?
Oh, it's just part of the.
Yeah, I think it's the fact that I have to pay for a membership that is like.
It motivates you so much to go.
But also the sauna afterwards that I go to. My gym has a sauna and oh, it's the best. Like it's like a reward after your workout.
I don't have a sauna.
What are the pros and cons of the modeling industry?
What would you say yours are so far as a very beginner?
As a very beginner, I think, I don't know if I've really experienced enough of it to know fully, but I think the pros are like the excitement of meeting people. I think the cons is when, I think you think when you're signing with a big name or a big agency that I thought in my head like everything's good now. Like I think I forgot that there's still, that's just the beginning. Yeah. Also on top of that, the name of the agency, obviously that's like cool to be signed with a fun agency. But like even when I signed with Ford recently, in the meeting with them, I said to them one of my concerns is that them being such a big name, I didn't want to be just like another model that just like gets put on the board and forgotten about, and they explained to me how they used to be a huge agency and they cut down a lot of their models and they're trying to focus more on like the models that they do have. I think it's just important not get too excited when you just sign to a cool agency and to like think that there's still so much work to be done if you want to do well. Being signed to a nice agency isn't everything, because I know some people that signed with like small agencies to start with and have done really well.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, especially the beginning thing of it's so exciting when you sign that contract, you're like, this is it.
Yeah,
like,
you think everything's sorted.
Yeah, and then like that's when the real work like starts to begin.
Exactly.
I think a major pro for me was, even though I grew up in like a really nice area in London, it was a nice area, but my family were like a low income family kind of thing. The school I went to wasn't a great area. In that sense, I wouldn't have the life I have now if I hadn't started modeling. Like my life would be very, 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 very different. I'm so thankful for that. My career in modeling isn't full-time anymore. There's so many cons as a teenager being a model though.
Really?
Like I think you've done it perfectly at your age to now.
What do you think I've done well that you think other people should like do or like follow or like avoid?
I think in a model environment it's very grown up, like, and you have to grow up very quickly. There won't be many 17-year-olds who are like working like 9 till 9 sometimes. Like it's very long days. It's not as glamorous as people think, and everyone around you is also twice your age. It's quite weird to do that. So the fact that you've lived, you've made all your mistakes, grown up, you've matured, now you're ready to work, I think it's going to be so much more enjoyable.
So I remember when we first hung out and got lunch and I was like really wanting to do modeling when I was like 14. I'm really happy that I ended up not doing it or getting into it and waiting till I was 18, especially as it does have a lot of pressure on like body image, the beauty standard and everything. Like I still struggle with it at times, but if I was like 14 getting into that, I just like, was it hard for you dealing with that, like with pressure?
Yeah, because like some of the girls that you're on set with are my age now, so 24. You're like, oh my god, her boobs are so big, and you're like, okay, well, she's like 10 years older than you, of course.
Exactly.
So in that sense, yeah, you compare yourself a lot.
You have to be really strong in yourself and you have to be confident. I think the good thing about me is because I did YouTube first,
it built you up.
It fully built me up. Like anything anyone could say to me, I've already heard before in a comment. I feel like for other girls that are young and aren't used to hate, I could see how it could easily tear them down or like shatter their confidence.
Because when you go to castings, sometimes they'll let you know there and then what they think about you, and sometimes it's not that great.
Have you ever like had it where someone's like said something like negative like about you, or you've just walked off
but no, I think it's because of my age. They were quite like, okay, we'll talk about her when she's gone, if it was ever bad. I was at a casting once, and Fashion Week, it's hundreds of girls, like honestly you're queuing like down the street, and we was all in this massive hall, and this poor girl walked in and like she was gorgeous, like she was so curvy, you know, like a proper like commercial model, like she was gorgeous, and the casting director was just like, what are you doing in here? And she was like, I've come for the casting, and he was like, no you have not, like you're not meant to be here. And we're all just like sitting there like
in front of everyone
was there, like hundreds of models around the corner, just like, don't make eye contact.
Oh my god.
And she was like, do you want to see my book? And he was like, no. And I was like, oh my god, if that was me, I would cry instantly. It wasn't nice. They're not all like that. That's a really horrible person. But the only thing they're going to talk about is your looks, and you're a lot more than your looks. So even if they say you're the ugliest person in this room, you just have to be like, okay.
Just like, okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
so
thanks. Are you done with your makeup?
Yeah.
Oh really? I'm almost done. I've just got mascara and lipstick. Best breakup advice. How do you move on from a guy?
Dye your hair blonde and go to Paris is what I did. I cut off all my hair and I dyed it blonde, and then I went to Paris for the weekend.
Wait, really? I think I remember you being blonde.
I was like platinum blonde.
How was that?
Great, I had a fun time. But then obviously you come home and you're like, oh.
For me it was New York. I didn't do anything to my hair, but I went to New York.
Don't touch your hair. I ruined my hair.
I'm good at not touching. You know, I've never dyed my hair.
Oh, I can't stop like doing things with my hair. It's really bad.
Although I want to do cuts and bangs. The other day I got a haircut and I just got these little bits shorter.
Like Matilda.
Yeah, no.
Matilda. Like the blonde. She's like known for her cut and bangs.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Matilda from you know the child. No, this has like bangs.
He looked at me and I was like, surely she knows who Matilda. If a modeling agency asked you to cut all your hair off, would you do it?
Like it depends what it's for and how much I'm getting paid. I think if it's for like, if it means I get to like do a huge campaign with like Chanel and I'm getting paid
oh my god, yeah, you just
decent
like
amount of money, I'm like, okay, go for it, like it's all yours.
One of my friends when we were younger, she was asked to dye her hair ginger, and she had like really long blonde hair. It actually looked really nice on her.
That's the one thing I couldn't do actually. I would not dye my hair ginger.
Let's straight back
I
off
don't
the
think
top.
it would look good on me. Actually, I think I'm just so conceited that I think any hair color would.
Look nice on you.
I don't know how blonde would look on me.
Blonde, I feel like everyone should go blonde at least once in their life, but then it ruins your hair so much.
That's all I'm afraid of. I'm just afraid of damaging my hair because I've already damaged it enough with heat.
Okay, then no, don't go blonde. I was in the shower once and it literally was like,
Or was it just coming out?
yeah, but I was platinum blonde.
I'm finally done with my makeup. Wow, we look so cute.
Now we're ready.
Ready to go on a date tonight with no one.
I was gonna say, are you?
No, I don't have anyone, sadly.
Oh, I'm gonna hook her up with someone in LA.
Oh, please hook me up with somebody.
I actually will.
Can they actually be good looking though, please?
I'll make sure. I'm kind to you and takes you on dates without you asking him to.
Wait, he's like that? He'll take me on a date without me having to ask?
I'm sure he would. I'm sure he would.
Well, that's already an upgrade. 2022 upgrades only. So guys, that's everything for this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Go check out Sian's channel and her Instagram. All of her socials will be in the description. So go check it out. That's everything. I love you guys so much. Bye guys.